Hey children, welcome to Global Kids Academy e-learning class. My name is Miss Deborah Ojemiri. So for today, we are going to be treating a very interesting topic. Who's excited? Because I am. We are going to be treating adjectives today. Can you say that after me? Adjectives. Louder. Adjectives. Good. So what does adjective mean? What does that word mean? Have you heard it before? Okay, adjectives are words that describe nouns and tell us something about them. Adjectives are words that describe nouns and tells us something about them. Adjectives describes and tells us more about nouns in sentences. An adjective is a part of speech, just the same way a noun is also a part of speech. A noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or things. I know you're familiar with that. Now, what do adjectives do in sentences? They try to tell us more about a noun in a sentence. They try to describe what that noun does in a sentence. Now, we have examples below. Example 1. I saw a white horse last week. I saw a white horse last week. White is underlined. It is an adjective which is telling us about the kind of horse or the color of horse I saw last week. I didn't see a black horse. I didn't see a brown horse. I saw a white horse. White there is the adjective trying to describe the kind of horse, which is a noun, that I saw last week. Now, example 2. My uncle built a big house. My uncle built a big house. Big is underlined as the adjective. It is telling us or describing the kind of house that my uncle built. And that is what adjectives do in sentences. They tell us more about nouns. They describe nouns to us. They give us more meanings as to what those nouns are actually doing in the sentences. Example 3. The girl looks very young. The girl looks very young. Young is an adjective telling us about the noun, which is the girl in the sentence, telling us about how she looks. She's not looking like a grandma. She's looking very young. So we are going to be treating types of adjectives. And for today's class, we are going to treat just two of them. Two types of adjectives for today's class. Number 1, adjectives of quality. Adjectives of quality. This describes the types or nature of noun. This describes the types or the nature of the noun. Examples: Olu has a brown bag. Olu has a brown bag. Brown is an adjective of quality because it is telling us the nature of the bag Ola has. It is telling us the nature of the bag that Ola has. Ola has a brown bag. Example 2. Audu is a strong man. Audu is a strong man. Strong is underlined. It is the adjective of quality because it is describing the nature of Audu. Audu is a strong man. Now we'll go to the second type of adjective, demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective. These types of adjective point out nouns clearly. Now, this kind of adjectives, what they do in sentences is to point out the noun that is being referred to in a sentence. Okay, and the examples of these demonstrative adjectives are this, that, these, and those. I'm going to take it again. Repeat after me. This, that, these, and those. Those are the examples of demonstrative adjectives. Now, these and these, we use them when we are referring to objects that are close to you. Okay, I'm going to take it again. These and these, we use them for objects that are close to us. Then that and those, we use it to point out objects that are far from us. Do we get it? These and these, we use it to point out objects that are close to us. Then we use that and those to point out objects that are far from us. Then another thing I want you to note is these and that, we use them when we are referring to one object. When you are referring to a singular object or a person, then use these and those when what you are referring to, the noun you are referring to, is more than one. Do we get it? Now let's take our examples. Example 1. This bag is beautiful. This bag is beautiful. Now, this, like I said earlier, you use it when you're referring to one object or one person. Now we have bag there, as you can see on your screen. Bag refers to one object. It's not bags. If we had bags there, then it would have been these bags. Sorry, it would have been these bags to show that you are referring to more than one object. But since the demonstrative adjective there is this, it means the noun we are referring to is just one and it is close to us. So that's why we have this bag is beautiful. This is a demonstrative adjective trying to point out a particular bag that is close to us and that is beautiful. I hope you understand it. Then let's go to the second example. That house is beautiful. That house is beautiful. I said it earlier that when you use that or those, you use it to point out objects that are far from us. That house is beautiful. That house is beautiful. So those are the types of adjectives you're going to be taking for today's class. Remember, I said an adjective is a word that describes or tells us more about a noun in a sentence. They help us to understand what those nouns do in the sentences. Okay, and we treated two types of adjective. Who can remind me? Yes, one, adjectives of quality. Second one, yes, demonstrative adjectives. So I have a little something for you to do for me so that I'm sure that you have been attentive all this while. So you're going to underline the adjectives in the following sentences. Underline the adjectives in the following sentences. Number 1, I like those bicycles. I like those bicycles. What is the adjective in this sentence? You're going to identify it and underline it for me in your notebook. Number 2, are these books yours? Are these books yours? Underline the adjective there. Then the third example, Asabe is an intelligent girl. Asabe is an intelligent girl. Underline the adjective for me. Then the last one, the market is big. The market is big. Underline the adjectives in the sentence. Thank you, children. Till we meet again, please stay safe. You know we love you here in GKA. Bye bye.